What's up, sports investors? Welcome back. First edition, new show, new name, but this is the first edition under the new name, the Betting Public Sports Show. I am your beloved host, Fame Rothstein. Today is Wednesday, August 4th. It's been at least 90 days since we've done a show. I apologize, been sick, move, just a lot of stuff, guys. But yeah, today's Wednesday, August 4th. I got three baseball picks for you. Um, It's about 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the beautiful, lovely Queen City. Last time we came out was Sunday and we went 2-1. The one we did not win was the Red Sox and Tampa Bay going over 8.5 on the Sunday night game. But the two we did win, we took the Dodgers and Yankees on the run line, and they both won. No, we took the Dodgers and Blue Jays. Dodgers won 13-0. Blue Jays won like 5-2 or something like that, 5-1, 4-1. But they covered on the run line -1.5. And I've got three for you today. But before I give you those three, let me just remind you that if you feel you have a gambling problem, please do not listen to this show. Please contact your state or your local Gamblers Anonymous Association hotline, and hopefully they can get you the services you feel you need, because on this show, we discuss sports investing through sports wagering, and we don't want to be any triggers to any negative behaviors. All right? And, Monday just didn't have time to do one. Tuesday don't normally do a show, but that's the podcast that you can find on Anchor, Spotify, Anchor.fm, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher Podcasts, TuneIn, about 10 different places, all right? And, but before that, let me just, also, if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe, okay? Like, subscribe, sign up for notifications, leave comments, all right? Because what we do is we publish sports investing picks on the podcast, where I just told you where you can find it. The week goes Thursday through Tuesday, okay? Thursday through Tuesday. Sometimes we'll take Tuesdays off, and then Wednesday is where we publish here, all right? So make sure you hit that subscribe button. All right, I'm too good. Every day we have some bad streaks like we just recently did. But for the most part, we're damn good, all right? And as sports investing is getting more legalized across the country, you're going to need somebody who gives you free picks, free action. I don't charge you nothing. I never will, never have, never will. Why? Not because I'm not good enough. I'm good enough, but, we're just trying to get a bag. People just trying to live, right? All right, so, but before we do that, let's talk about the Versus last night. The Versus series that they do on Instagram. Musical acts, usually, black music acts, go ahead and battle, song for song and whatnot. Last night it was two New York City rap groups, the Lox versus Dipset. It really turned into Jada of the Lox versus Cam of Dipset, Cameron. Lox, they came out. First time we heard them nationally was We Always Love You, Big Papa, after Notorious B.I.G. got killed. They were signed by Puff Daddy, Diddy, P. Diddy, Bad Boy Records, all right? They didn't do anything significant during the Bad Boy Death Row record label wars. They weren't really signed. And then Cameron, who came right after them. I mean, literally right after them. Mace took him to Biggie. Mace was his friend. There's that video of them playing basketball together, school-age basketball together. Took him to Biggie. Biggie was going to sign him. Biggie's old partner, Cam found him and told him who he was, and, Cam got on. Brought the Dipset, on in the 2000s. Ended up signing with Rockefeller Records, Jay-Z and Dame Dash when all that was cool. It was supposed to be a good battle, but it wasn't. The Lox destroyed him. And I'm going to tell you why. A couple things. One, that was Jadakiss's second Versus. So he knew what to do. It's about rocking the crowd. It's not necessarily about the songs, your styling on stage. It's about rocking the crowd. And, they came out, they're in Madison Square Garden. Michael Buffer introduces them. You know, I guess it's a light, schism over who's gonna go first. Cam does some battle rap shit that another battle rapper from Harlem, where the Dipset's from, did. Made a guy go first. He's like, I'm at home. He going first. You know, even though the Locks are from nearby Westchester County, New York. Yonkers, just on top of the Bronx, just north of the Bronx, if I remember right. Cam did that, and Jada went off like, Cam, you live in Miami. Then from there it was over because Jada started breaking down Cam's style. Like, look at him. This is New York. This is supposed to be hip hop. He rapping over the lyrics. I guess she ain't supposed to do that or something. In real hip hop. I don't know, but and then all of a sudden you seen Cam getting frustrated, and just from there, y'all ain't got no hits. You just mad because y'all ain't got no hits. All y'all, records are mixtape records. Jada Kiss them, they played All About the Benjamins. Everybody's heard that song, All About the Benjamins. It's a pop culture phrase. Then, Jewel's another one of the Dipsets said something. Y'all ain't got no girls for the late. Y'all ain't got no records for the ladies. We ain't just rapping for dudes in jail. Jada Kiss them starts playing, Mariah Carey song, Ride or Die Chick, another. I mean, they just. That was the thing. It was an unfair matchup to begin with. One, the Locks came out, like I said, 97, so they still had some of that 90s hip-hop in them, and there was never no better era in hip-hop than 90s East Coast. I mean, 90s West Coast was good. I thought 80s West Coast was better, but 90s West Coast was good. Some Cube, Snoop and whatnot. Some other guys came through, Raz Cash, a couple other guys, but that 90s East Coast, it just hits different. It just hits different, all of it, and that's where the Locks did a lot of their damage at. They're playing a lot of those songs, but they had some other stuff. See, the Locks are a part of one of rap music's most influential and biggest houses, the Bad Boy family. So they play a lot of collaboration records, with huge artists, Mace, Mariah Carey, Biggie, DMX. I mean, that's but DMX was their homeboy anyway, so that's something else. But yeah, they're playing a lot of collaboration records, but the collaborations records were good, and they were big artists. Cam biggest artist was I guess Jay and DMX before DMX really became DMX. But he, the Welcome to New York City with Jay. Had you not allowed the Locks to use their Bad Boy records, it's a different battle. But since they were allowed to use their Bad Boy records, I mean, it was going to be a watch. You could tell the Locks came there for the culture. Dipset came there for the bread, the money, the cake, the cheese, the dollar bill, y'all. And that's hip hop. Are you doing it for the culture or are you doing it for the bread? So I guess kind of shame on Cam for real. That's kind of tough for me to say because Cam's one of my favorite rappers. Anybody who knows me knows that. Cam's one of my favorite rappers. But they weren't prepared. As Jada Kiss said the first time, him and Fabulous has albums together. He said, I was going at Fab. The first time he was on there, Drunk Jada, where he's in the yellow hookup dancing or whatever. He said he was going at Fab. This is his second one. He knew the assignment, knew the recipe. Dipset was not, they just come up there trying to be pretty and, and whatnot. And it just, I seen a meme where it was LeBron and that first team he took to the NBA Finals. That team with the Cavs, they got swept by the Spurs. They said Cameron right now. Him being LeBron, carrying 3-4 other dudes. That's pretty much what it was because, Jim Jones, Dipset, he's got 2 songs. What are they? We Fly High, Ballin' and the other song, Certified Gangster. Santana's got 1. They ain't even play it, mic check. Like I said, so some of Cam's hits were like hitting. He's got the Kanye West collabo, Down and Out. It was just, the Locks were just on a different level. Like I said, that 90s music hits different. The Dipset was the 2000s. No, that's a different era of music. It hit for the time it hit. but it was like comparing a monument to a moment. You know, that 90s hip hop, that 90s era hip hop, the New York rappers, it's a monument. That Dipset 2000, G Unit 2, that 2000 rap and beyond, these are just moments. You understand? So they really didn't have a chance, all right? But you're here for the sports action, so let's get into it, all right? I got 3 for you today. Okay, all baseball. All these teams are on the run line. Okay, Yankees, White Sox, and Brewers, all -1.5. Yankees, White Sox, Brewers, all -1.5. I think the highest one is the Yankees -155. Everybody else is -130 or lower. Yeah, I like the pitching matchups. Tallison for the Yankees is going against Baltimore's, I forget who, somebody who the Yankees should light up. The Brewers own the Pittsburgh Pirates. Been whipping them all year. And the White Sox, I believe, is Lucas Giolito going against somebody whack. So, yeah, we're going to take everybody -1.5, all right? So there you have it. You got plenty of time to get online, get in line, and get to the bag. And you know the show's motto, if there's games to be played, there's money to be made. I'll be back tomorrow on the podcast where I told you where you could find it. And, yeah, and we'll be back next Wednesday here on YouTube. But the podcast will go Thursday through Monday, all right? So there you have it. You got plenty of time. Let's go get our action in. Let's be safe. Let's be courteous to each other. And we'll be back tomorrow to talk about it on the podcast. But until then, everybody, stay safe. Peace.